Four men, one mission, one goal, to seek answers from the paranormal world, exploring haunted locations. For centuries that quest has continued, but answers still remain. Do ghosts exist amongst the living? We seek the truth and believe paranormal worlds exist and remain and reach out in many forms. Ghosts, demons, poltergeists, dark energies. We seek only the truth for what we believe is the truth. Paranormal worlds exist and reach out in many forms. Follow our quest, our journey through haunted England into the dark side to seek the truth.
The priory was founded between 1235 and 1241 by Rosa De Verdon. 14 Augustine nuns resided here, living in solitary confinement and forbidden to leave the priory grounds. Many sightings have taken place over the years. These include a bus driver who in 1954 stopped to let on board a woman dressed in white. When he opened the doors, she simply vanished. Both the driver and conductor got off the bus to search for the woman, but to no avail. She was simply nowhere to be found. There have also been many claims of intense energy surrounding the priory ruins and the woods area. Orbs and EVPs have been captured on multiple occasions. Rosa De Verdon passed away in 1247 and was buried within the priory grounds. Also, it is believed in the 16th century a prioress called Agnes Litherland had an illegitimate child, and once her sin was uncovered, the child was drowned in a nearby pond, brutally murdered. Agnes was later walled up in the priory and suffered a ghastly demise. Could both Rosa De Verdon and Agnes be the infamous spectral figures seen roaming the ruins of Grace-Dieu? Many believe Agnes to be searching for the beloved, murdered child.
You can actually go up that, this is the old driveway. You can walk up that way to a little stone bridge, and that's quite active there. But this is one of the first areas where we get a lot of activity, which we've identified, yeah. Particularly down near the stream, under the arch, right, you'll see the big stone gateways.
Right, yeah.
And the little gatehouse, which is their Tyrolean cottages, they called it, the Delisles.
This is an area seen with ghostly carriages.
Yeah.
Down there.
Yeah.
Wow.
This tends to be a very negative area from here in. This is a field we used to use quite a lot early on in the years because it was the only access to the priory. And we got a lot of complaints from people who were having headaches and feeling sick and everything else walking through here. So this is a field we don't use much at all. It's not a nice feeling in there. In the middle of the field is a standing stone, one of, we think, 13, which would make it something like a religious site for the Celts. There's the pond, but it's not the pond of the priory. This is the pond that was created by Beaumont when he bought it in 1539 from Henry VIII. And he put that banking in, and this pond, we think, went underneath, well, where the canal is now and where the railway is. It goes right the way through into an old quarry. And we think that this was one of his special boating lakes that he created. And we've just spent a lot of money with English Heritage and Natural England in putting a liner right across the end to stop it leaking through. So the water now builds up again. This is the kitchen area, we think, both for the Beaumont Tudor mansion but also for the priory. They always put the kitchen on the outside of the main buildings because of it being a fire risk. So this was the first part that we see. People talking, pans. You get all sorts of those sensations in there. So it makes a a nice start to the evening's guide. That's the base of the tower of the church. On the north side was the church, and that was the base of a tower that they built in the nave of the church. That's all that's left of it. But people have taken photographs of two monks standing in between those pieces of masonry. Yeah. So that's an interesting area to go and see. And across there, on that long wall, we do psychometry again there, and we get people hearing screams, a child crying, a woman screaming, the smell of rotting flesh, meat. And the story goes that one of the nuns got pregnant, and when the Bishop of Lincoln heard, he had her walled up, and they found out the knight responsible, and he walled him up as well, both facing one another with just a slit, so they could see one another, but they couldn't get any food to them or anything like that, and they just died where they'd walled them in. And so that's yeah, I made an example of them. We usually get an orb in the top left-hand corner, which people recognise as the Grey Lady, the spirit of the Grey Lady. She comes usually every trip we do. She comes just to see who we are, and if we keep saying the wrong thing, she makes sure I know about it and somebody in the party knows about it. She can be quite rough. She can push people over, and
I normally move you out there quite swiftly.
yeah, Joel probably say to me, you know, move. She's getting fed up. So we call it a day then.
Come walk with us through the darkened lanes, the moonlit coppice where the spirits prevail. Open the gate and step inside the sleepy hollow that your heart desires. Enter the enchanted paradise, a citadel of ghosts that always reside within the ruins and the haunted woods, the infamous priory of Grace-Dieu.
Right then, we're off down to the Priory now.
That's easy.
I've got everything on because it's freezing tonight. I'm going to try and keep as warm as possible. It's a few hours, and well, if we don't come back, you know where we are. We'll be frozen to death. It is pretty spooky along here, actually, if you look around. It's not one of my favourite places, is it?
No, we've seen it. Think, Barry? What's happening?
Well, I think we must be mad tonight. It's freezing cold out here. Grace-Dieu Priory.
But we do it because we love it, don't we?
We love it.
Oh dear, we've seen a ghost down here before, haven't we, Stu? Well, I have.
You have.
Lady in white, stood in the ruins, so let's see, eh? You never know. I'm sure to get some EVP like we usually do, but it's freezing. Absolute. -2, -3. Oh, yeah. Absolutely mad. There you go. That's paranormal investigating for you. This is real. It's a little bit different at night time. When you walk down to this first bit, look. Here comes the little bridge. Ooh. Came down here already up.
As the team move nearer to tonight's investigation area, we wonder what we will discover and whether we will be able to make contact with the spirits that often are claimed to reside within the ruins.
We're just making our way down to the Priory now. Down there. This actually used to be the old canal. Which canal did he say it was? Oh, not the Ipstock. One of them, but this actual track used to be the canal many years ago. We've just gone over a water source now, and there's a lot of activity. As you all know, that it revolves around water, probably energy and that. What the fuck was that behind me? Oh God. Yeah, sorry. I don't like this.
What was it?
I don't know, I think it might just be Barry or some animal or something, I don't know. The old Priory. People have reported seeing like an orb or something there in this corner. Something to do with the Grey Lady. But I mean, we'll just go after anything we can. Any nuns or anybody who's unrested and still come here. Can you come to this box, which I'm holding in my hand, and speak into it, please? Okay, there's 3 of us here. There's 3 of us here, there was nearly 2. I nearly went into a hole then.
That was an old gravestone.
Okay, sounds like there might be somebody here trying to communicate. Come a bit closer, speak nice and clear. Just say hello. Can you say one of the names? Barry, Stu, Tony. Come to this box. We mean you no harm.
Almost immediately we receive a response on the EVP recorder. Is the male spirit saying to us, everyone slow down?
Come and speak to us in this silver box in my hand. Tony once seen a lady peering over the wall just outside of this chapel. Are you here? Do you want to come and speak to us? Come now and speak.
Go on, the lady with the blonde hair. The one I seen above the wall a few years back. Are you back here again to see what I'm doing here again?
Come to this box in my hand and talk clearly into it, please.
We receive 2 EVPs, one after the other, appearing to say, I live here and am coming to you. These sound chilling and eerie and intelligent in nature.
Right, we've put a red light down in the middle of the floor. Can you go over and make it affect that light? Make other lights come on. Can you say yes or no? Just talk to any of us in this silver box in my hand.
What you are about to see next was found later on the review. Look closely and you will see a strange light anomaly pass through the left archway. Observe, we have slowed this clip down. Look closely and observe at the top of the archway. Look again, we have zoomed in and you can clearly see this strange phenomena and we are unable to explain this occurrence. Can you see it? Look closely. Is something trying to manifest here? We are unsure and can offer no explanation on what this anomaly is. We find this perplexing.
Right. No, we'll end up using that camcord.
The next EVP appears to be a spirit swearing at us, but we are unsure and think it is French in origin.
Down here, this is where the bodies used to be laid out. I've seen a lady in here before. Blonde hair, 25, pale face, hair down to here. She didn't look very happy. She was above a wall. I just happened to turn around when the camera flash went off about 5 years ago, and there she was wearing a white gown, a white dress. So if you'd like to come and speak to me now, tell me your name, that'd be interesting. Would you like to come and say something to me, please? Okay, we've got some sort of communication with you then. That's great. First time I've asked you, we've got some voice back. Now, see that thing down on the floor there? Can you walk towards it and make it go off? If you put your hand there, any part of your body, it will start to make a noise. Or, alternatively, come back and speak to me now, please, if possible.
We received 2 EVPs. The first is unclear, but the second is this clarification of the lady's presence in the ruins, and could this be Rosa or Agnes?
I'm a lady. Right, have we got a female communicators? That's brilliant. Is this your priory? Is this your home? Please come speak to us, please. I mean, we're just here. We're not here to cause you any harm. We're not here to disrupt you. If you can please speak to us, we'll be, obviously you can hear your voice now coming back out. Come speak to us now, please. Tell us something that will be really, really interesting for us. Come on, don't go away now. Who's the lady with the blonde hair, the white gown? It's brilliant that you showed yourself to me so I could see who you were, but you didn't look very happy. Is there any way you could come and either show yourself again over the wall, or could you tell me your name now, please, so I know who you are?
We receive another EVP which appears to say, "Take it with you. It is becoming apparent activity is increasing within the ruins and wonder what's next."
Come on, who are you? Who else? I mean, we don't necessarily need to speak to the lady in the white gown. If you're not very happy, if you just want to communicate, if you want us to get out of here. Was this where the bodies were? We were told this is where the bodies were buried, is that right? You can walk to that device on the floor, come and speak to us now. Come in the middle of us and talk. Well, we seem to feel like the energy's gone a bit. I'll go and stand inside this fireplace here. Looks like a fireplace anyway. Will someone come and speak to me here, please? Come on. Come talk to me, please. About 4 words. Listen to that. Come on, we mean you no disrespect. We're just looking to communicate and find out if something happens to you when you die. You died a long time ago. Come and talk to us. Bring your voice into us, please. Go on, ask again. really busy tonight. We mean you no harm. We just want to communicate. Come on. Come and say something to us. It'd be brilliant if you can. It sounds like a mine. Listen, listen.
We received 2 EVPs. One appears to say, "We're coming over," and the other says, "I promise it." We find this a chilling response and threatening.
That doesn't sound very nice, does it? Who's the male then? What's your name? Come on, talk to me. You just spoke right in front of me. Can you throw something at us? Well, I know you're trying. Must take a lot of your energy up to come and speak to us. Go on, who's the male? What's your name?
The last response was unclear, but it seems we are in the presence of several male entities and are finding this area very active, and an eeriness sweeps over us.
Something going on.
Is there any French? What did he say when you ask her?
I'll speak to you in French.
Was it tout appelle comment?
Tout appelle comment?
Tout appelle
Bonjour.
Tony. I don't know, I never went to school.
Well, we're trying. Go on, speak to us. Bonjour. Go on, say it.
Did we receive a female response saying, "I will come over," and are we in the presence of Rosa De Verdon? We ask further questions to seek clarification.
Rosa, are you in here? Are you the lady in the white gown? You're the lady who's been seen in numerous places around here. I've seen you. I don't know if it's Rosa. No idea if it's Rosa. Well, come on.
Was it Rosa or Agatha?
Rosa De Verdon. You have to come right in front of us to speak to us, Rosa. Come speak to us, please. Come on. Rosa, are you here? Or any of the nuns who lived here? This was your home. Was this your final resting place? Come here to speak to you tonight.
Come on, come and talk to us. Come on. Say hello to us.
next EVP appears to be a female spirit responding to our questions, but we are unsure to what it is saying to us.
Come on, we can't quite hear what you're saying, but it's clear.
If you come to the red light, we can hear you clearer.
Well, walk in towards me and barrier, stand in the middle. Can you come and talk to us, please? That's brilliant what you're saying, but it's not loud enough for us. Come and talk to us again, please.
This EVP is interesting as we clearly hear the spirit say to us, "Come to me." Is it inviting us to talk?
Come on, run here to friendly. Freezing cold, can you see us? Come on, ladies. The ladies who are buried in here. Is there anyone here? Can you tell us your name? Remain you no disrespect. We're here to communicate. Hear that? Is that Agnes? Annie? Are we alone in here? Is there anybody with us? Hear that? Three different voices.
We are absolutely astonished and astounded to capture 3 different voices on the spirit box, and we are keen to press further with questions to find out more about these entities.
What was this here? What was this? Is there any French people here? Anyone connected to France? Bonjour. There's a French connection here. Who are you? Who's the male? Who's the male who's speaking to me here early on? What's your name? Come on, up he is.
The last EVPs appear to us to be speaking in a French dialect and therefore unsure to what is being spoken to us, but evident spirits are with us.
Was you killed? Thrown out the window? What was your name, the man who got thrown out the window? You say Barry? Let's go to that wall. Let's go to this wall where I've seen that lady. Oh, I've got the shivers here. What was the lady's name here? Who I seen above here in the white gown? What's the lady's name?
The outside of the Priory is as active as the inside, as a very clear response comes through the SB7 saying Sharon.
Hear that?
The next EVP is incredible and appears to tell us to leave. Could this be one of the nuns communicating?
What's your name? Are you English?
Are you French?
Can you speak English?
Listen closely and you will hear what appears to be an entity speaking the name in French dialect. We find this astonishing.
Does that say Francais?
Did you know it's been snowing?
Cold here tonight.
You like snow? Cold night tonight.
Go anywhere near the area of the two black monks? If so, what's your name?
Tim?
Come on, two black monks here, communicate with us. Who used to light the fire? Come and talk with us, who's here? You've been here. Don't speak to me.
The next EVP, you can hear Tony trying to communicate with the spirit and he immediately replies by saying talk. We find this amazing.
Talk. You hear that? We can talk. Come on, talk. Who worked here? What was your name? Did you enjoy working here?
We're not talking in old English, are we, I suppose? Well, this is a problem.
I can see the name Edward. It's just a nice kitchen. Oh, got the old internal chivers. This is the kitchen area. I'm inside the oven, no doubt, by the looks of it. This looks like a great big fire. Chimney. Do anybody here like to come and quickly say something before we go?
Did we just hear a male spirit say it is missing us? We found this very bizarre and quite poignant and sad in first instance.
Who's not speaking to us then? Who's decided to speak with us? Good that you're communicating with us. You don't sound particularly happy. Can you come and tell me a bit more? You have to stand right in front of me, please. Come on, what's your name? Who's speaking with me? This is great. Would you like to talk? Would you like to communicate? Would you like to give us a message? Speak now, please. We just heard someone speaking over the viaduct. Well, what's your name, please? What's the lady's name?
Due to dropping temperatures and extreme weather, it forces the team to abandon the investigation. Kit malfunction out in the field is something that happens a lot in paranormal investigations. We cannot wait to uncover any evidence that we have captured tonight and are sure that it has been a successful investigation regardless of the length of time and the unworkable conditions. It is time for the team to make our way back through the darkened lanes, and we are filled with trepidation and deep in thought as we move through the woodland area. The atmosphere can be felt all around and feels like many eyes are watching us in the dark. Grace-Dieu Priory is not only enchanting, but a place filled with supernatural wonder. The past history of the Priory is filled with darkness, sadness and despair. Tonight we believe we've communicated with several entities, and the area appears to live up to its reputation of being very haunted. An incredible place filled with souls from the past. The agony can be heard down the centuries, and for us it has been an humbling experience and one to remember for many years to come.